Hello everybody, and basically this is a bit of a rant about Yahoo Messenger, but I'm not going to bother doing that rubbish that I normally do, the intro. I like the intro, but sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I won't. Depends, try and see if I get more views without it. Anyway, this is a rant about why does Yahoo Messenger, why the hell can't they stop booting? Now, as somebody that knows about computers, and I do know about computers, right, I know it's possible. I mean, hang on. Look at Yahoo Messenger and MSN. MSN used to have chat rooms. It used to have all these features. And yet, it wasn't bootable. You might have been able to send infinite amount of nudges to try and nudge someone off, but it just wasn't bootable. So it is possible to have a non-bootable client. Now, how does booting work? You've got to understand how booting works to understand where I'm coming from here. Booting works by packet overload. In other words, Yahoo Messenger only has so much of a buffer, right? When it comes to you're sending your messages and everything else. By using a load of smileys or sending a load of packets simultaneously really fast, you can knock somebody off that server. Why is it so hard for Yahoo not to set up a special non-bootable protocol? I think YMSG is out of date. There was a lot of other protocols. There's other clients that have managed to make things virtually unbootable. So why the hell does Yahoo continue? Even on version, which I've done with Tamara here, why do they continue to have a bootable messenger when they could so easily run it through a server, run it through a load of proxies to make it bloody difficult? If I want to be unbootable, I just get a Socket 5 proxy and throw it into Yahoo. Now, if I put a bot in Depression Support 3, well, I've put plenty of bots in the past, right? They can stay there all day, and you can try and boot them, and they just won't shift on Socket 5. So all I have to do is run a SOC server, throw it through a SOC server, and basically it will be totally unbootable. Nobody will dare to boot somebody. So why can't they do that instead of having to constantly update their messenger, constantly update and warn people and ban bots and everything else? All they have to do is take those extra steps, like MSN did, to firewall Yahoo, and therefore it would be impossible to boot. Impossible. So all these ways from fight rooms and everything else wouldn't have a chance. The same goes for loading bots in the room. What they should do is put into the code a way so that if someone puts in 1 million bots into the room within so many seconds, it bans them instantly off the server. So all those names are banned without someone manually going through. Is this possible to implement with the minimal amount of stress and everything else? Yes, it is. You can write into the code that if somebody randomly joins far too many times, that it bans it. Totally bans that name, right? And I'm not on about banning it from the chat room. I'm on about off the actual server. Voice protocols, again, bootable voices, voice domination programs, all that could be stopped quite easily. A voice protocol program works by joining so many bots into the voice. So say if you had 10 bots iggying one person, it's like 10 people iggying you, so you won't be heard. That works as well. That could be stopped. Another thing you can do is most bots are random. They've got random names and everything else. Things like 666 underscore whatever. Those names are so obviously bots. They could just go through their entire server and ban anything that's got some illegal characters, illegal underscores, things like that. Secondly, they have the ability to get that person's IP address. even if they're using a proxy, and they should write to the ISP or automatically send to the ISP an email to say that this person is misusing their service, and then that person will get a letter that will say to them, if they don't cease and desist, they'll lose their internet account. There's so many ways around it. I'm sick of it. You go into chat rooms to chat, to have a laugh or whatever, have a laugh with your friends and that, and you've got some stupid nonsense. And I've been flipping well there myself on both sides of the fence. I've been a booter and I've done all that, and I've been very silly in the past, and I admit to all that, and that's why I know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? I had to resort to even buying a program, and to be honest, it's pretty good. It's not White Tunnel, it's another one. But my God, you know, Yahoo, one of the biggest companies. I mean, if Google was making a messenger, it wouldn't be bootable. You can bet your life on it. MSN wasn't bootable. So why can't Yahoo, in this day and age, make an unbootable client? It's not hard. It's not hard. It would take a lot of stress off them. All these complaints they get, people ringing up and saying, oh, such and such is in the room, bot in the room, and please come to the room, and all this business, and please ban that person's account. They wouldn't need to. All they would have to do would be set it and forget it. The minute that bot comes in, it's got illegal characters, it's got weird things after it, it deletes it off their server. It's not hard. That's my rant for today. Take care, bye for now.